I'm going to move on swiftly to Mark because I know we're delayed on time a little bit. So over to you, Mark.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Mark Amouzgar. I'm one of the co-founders of March Health. We are focused on a women's cycle assistant. This product is a labor of love for me personally as one of the co-founders. I built it in the first place for my wife. I've been married for 10 years and I've seen my wife every month going through excruciating menstrual pain. And 2 years ago, a very personal incident happened to us that really moved me to basically pivot from what I was doing at that time to start this business with my co-founders. What we have right now is a period pain solution for both physical and emotional and psychological. So March is an AI-powered women's cycle assistant. As we speak right now, there are more than 2 billion women menstruating, billion people menstruating this month in the world. And from them, 75% of menstruating people, they experience some sort of emotional and psychological discomfort, also including physical discomfort. On the other hand, endometriosis cases are rising. And as we speak right now, there are more than 200 million cases in the world. Just the economic burden of menstruation and period discomfort for American women is more than $2 billion. And this number is exactly 54 times more for businesses that are not solving this and are not helping and supporting women in a good way. So we are here to do something about that. Based on the research and the data that we have based on those focus groups and research, both emotional and psychological part and also physical and clinical parts are equally important for menstruating people. We see symptoms like mood swings, like food cravings, like temporary depressions are bothering people even more than physical pain in most cases. So we wanted to have an inclusive solution. So what we have is a wearable that is a 1 inch by 1 inch, the thickness is 1/2 inch, and it gets connected to a pad. It's a non-invasive solution. Let's say I am on my period, I put it under the belly or on my back, and it does its magic. It mutes the menstrual pain using micropulses. We use a technology named IFC, which helps with period pain. And we tailor the solution to completely focus on the period pain and pelvic part. So this is one part of the solution. The other part that we have is an app, is a standalone app, which is for emotional and psychological part. It has 2 core features, one for emotional discomfort and one for psychological one. For emotional one, let's say Sarah, we call it partner support. Let's say Sarah is on her period and David wants to support her. We tell David, these are the things that you need to know about Sarah and Sarah's menstruation. She was in pain today, the whole day. She had tons of cramps. These are the things that she likes you to do. These are the things that you should not do. And we educate David about Sarah's menstruation and about menstruation in general. So he can be a better supportive for his partner. On the other hand, when we ask people in our focus group that, are you happy with the level of the support that you're getting from your partners? Even the ones that they say yes, they expect more support and understanding from their partner. So this is one of the features. The second feature is about the psychological part. WebMDs from two different sources, from sensors on the app, from sensors on the wearable, and also the data, the daily check-ins that we are getting from the user in the app. So we give them smart and personalized recommendations to help them have easier and better days. So even though I'm not having period, but I know firsthand from my wife that period sucks, and everyone knows that. So we are helping with the quality of the day that the menstruating person has with the smart recommendations. For example, we tell them about what they can do about mood swings, what they can do about different symptoms that they are experiencing. Also, on the other hand, we have telemedicine. So they can connect our app to their doctors, to their gynecologists and OBGYN, and let that doctor to know about their body's behavior and log during menstruation. This particularly will help with diagnostic part. For example, in average, endometriosis diagnosis takes 8 years. In some countries, even more. So we are trying to reduce that time by letting the OBGYN gynecologist have access to body's behavior during menstruation. On the other hand, we are helping that individual, the user, to have a better insight to their health and their underlying health conditions. To validate the technology on one hand and also validate the market, we have done numerous studies and focus groups and medical trials. And so we've sent a wearable and app to 105 people of our focus group and asked them to use the wearable during their period and interviewed each one of them for 2.5 hours. And we got 96% success rate. What the success means here, it's anything in the pain section is self-reporting. So in a scale of 10, their pain level was 8, 9, 10 before using the wearable. And after that, it was 0, 1, 2, 3, because every body's behavior is different. So right now, we are trying to go to the next level. We are partnering up with different universities, different institutions, and organizations to be part of their wellness package for their female employees. The one question that might come to your mind is that, why did we name the business March? March, on one hand, as a noun, is Women's International Month and is a month itself. On the other hand, is the start of the nature cycle, and also is the start of spring, which is for fertility and being fertile. On the other hand, as a verb, it brings action. So let's march for women's health, let's march for women's equality, and let's march for women's right. So I want to thank you, all of you, for listening to this part, and feel free to ask any questions that you have about period pain, about what we are doing, and about the next things that we have in our innovation pipeline. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. People in the chat are already talking about the next generation for your startup, and lots of people want this idea for perimenopause and menopause as well. So thank you so much. That was really inspiring and super interesting.